If you think America today is just going through ordinary political drama, you are very wrong. Because right now, the United States is living under a kind of tension that has the whole world holding its breath. A war that was on the verge of exploding into something much bigger, suddenly put on hold with just a 2-week pause. And that's exactly what's making everyone even more nervous. Main narrative. Alright, here's the situation. The hottest, most viral, and most dominant news in America right now is the major crisis involving the United States, Iran, and Israel. Within hours, a situation that looked like it could spiral into a far more brutal conflict suddenly shifted. Today, reports emerged that the United States, Iran, and Israel are all moving toward a temporary 2-week ceasefire. President Donald Trump pulled back from threats of a major strike and opened a window for diplomatic pause. Officially, this sounds like good news. But that's exactly where the problem lies. Because for the American public, this is not a sign that everything is over. It feels more like a ticking time bomb that has been placed back on the table for now. Why is this news exploding everywhere? Because just days earlier, the situation had already gone completely out of control. Iran had been linked to potential disruption of one of the world's most critical oil routes, the Strait of Hormuz. This is a vital passage. If it's disrupted, the impact isn't just limited to war in the Middle East. It hits directly into the wallets of everyday Americans. Gas prices go up. Cost of living rises. Prices of goods follow. And that's what makes Americans truly feel this war, not just through TV screens, but at gas stations and in their daily shopping. The moment news of this 2-week pause broke, the markets reacted instantly and aggressively. Oil prices dropped sharply. U.S. stock futures surged. S&P 500 futures climbed, while U.S. crude fell hard because investors believed the world had, for now, stepped back from the edge. But remember, the market isn't relieved because the danger is gone. It's relieved because the explosion has been delayed. And that's what makes the atmosphere in America feel so strange right now. On one side, people feel relieved. On the other hand, everyone knows 2 weeks is not peace. 2 weeks is just a new countdown. Moreover, the Associated Press emphasized that this move is a sudden de-escalation after previously intense threats, which means the United States is not stepping out of the crisis. It is buying time in the middle of it. And behind all of this, there's another reason why this story has gone extremely viral across American social media and the internet. It's not just about war. It's about fear of the global consequences. People are starting to talk about energy prices rising again. They're talking about economic risks. They're questioning whether this could trigger a wider conflict. And every time a new statement comes out from the White House or from Iran, the internet explodes again. One headline can move markets. One threat can trigger panic among millions. One pause can make the world pretend everything is calm. That's why this isn't just hot news. This is the story that's shaping the national mood of America right now. But that's not all. Amid this major crisis, there are several other stories heating up as well, even though they're overshadowed by the war narrative. One of them is energy prices and inflation. As oil surged in recent days, the average gasoline price in the U.S. was pushed higher, with reports placing regular gas at around $4.14 per gallon. For Americans, numbers like this are extremely sensitive, because once gas prices rise, everything else follows. Shipping costs go up. Groceries become more expensive. The pressure of daily life increases. And if this continues, the political impact could be severe for the government. There's also another angle gaining attention among the tech community and the broader public: America's space moment. Several major outlets highlighted the Artemis II mission, as American astronauts recently completed a historic flight that set records for the farthest human travel in the modern era, including a symbolic close pass around the moon. While it's not the #1 story today, it remains a topic that makes many Americans proud and is widely discussed as a piece of good news amid a tense national atmosphere.